Welcome guys in Civil Engineering Concepts channel. So today's our topic is the principles of the building planning. So there are mainly 9 principles. Actually, these are the just guidelines for the planning of the building to suit their functional requirements. These are not the rules. So aspect, prospect, privacy, roominess, grouping, circulation, elegance, sanitation, orientation and economy. First is the aspect. Aspect is nothing but the positioning of the different rooms in the house according to their functional requirement. It also involves the positions of the doors and windows in the external walls of the building to enjoy the natural gifts like sunshine, breeze to all their full extent conditions. Aspects is fully depend on the sun diagram. So as this image shown sample of the sun diagram. From east side sun rises start. We all know. Aspect diagram in principles of the planning is given in the display. So it can be seen that the eastern aspect will be the major suitable for the kitchens because this is the room receiving the light from the particular direction is said to be the aspect in simple words. The early morning sun rays will bring the hygienic environment in the kitchen and refresh and purify the air. Similarly, kitchen will be remains cool in the latter part of the day. The sun is mostly on the southern side in the winter. If the living rooms has south or southeast aspect, it will be remain warmer in the early hours of the cold winter morning. The study room always require diffused light, therefore it should have northern aspects as it is shown in the diagram. Western or southwestern aspects for the bedroom will be the most suitable view to coming the breeze from that directions. Aspects of various types of room is given in this page. Living room should be south or southeast. Kitchen is east. Bedroom is west or southwest. Then other rooms like study room, classroom, library, studio and staircase should be in north side. Toilet block simply kept in south sides. Then our next principles of building planning is the prospect. Prospect, it is the arrangement of window in the external wall of the building so as to reveal the certain desired views and conceal undesired views from the inside. That means simply this can be done by putting inclined brackets or providing blind walls. For example, in the outside of the building there is a garden, hillside or any kind of lake or good view. We can achieve it by providing windows on the external side of the building. On the other side, if the external side of the building there is any ugly silly views or any garbage dump, for example garbage dumps, we can avoid it by changing our window positions. This diagram can clear the all the things Figure name is the projection windows for better perspectives. In this first diagram, zigzag architectural presentations kept. Second, trapezoidal projected window. Third, square projected window. And fourth, semicircle projected window. Prospect, desired and undesired views can be achieved. Then our third building principal planning is the privacy. So the privacy can be the part of all the buildings from another building you consider, otherwise the in this building itself for it. That means internal and external two types of privacy are achieved. Privacy of the building can be achieved by providing windows at the higher level than the adjoining road or ground, as well as the growing plants for the purpose of building in the external sides. For example, as shown in this swimming pool example, privacy of the one room to the another room can be achieved by proper grouping of rooms and also positioning of doors on the wall. In this diagram, you can clearly look the difference between the views achieved by the positioning of door. There are four diagrams A1, A2, A3 and A4 are the visible areas to the person who is stand in front of the door. In this internal privacy case, A1 is achieved more area visible. That means this is the bad positioning of the doors as compared to A3 and A2. The best positioning of the doors is to provide rectangular room and door, singly paneled door on the one side. Privacy of the one room from the other can be achieved by proper grouping of rooms and door positioning. Privacy inside of the room can be achieved by providing in such a way that in common toilets, privacy can be achieved by providing screens, curtain walls, and in front of the doors. So our fourth principle is the roominess. Roominess, it is the feel of spatialness or it is related to feel the space of the room when we enters or when we living in the in room itself. This is achieved by adjoining length to the breadth ratio. The good ratio of the roominess is between 1.2 to 1.5. If this roominess ratio is greater than 2, then we will suffer the condition of the tunnel or railway bogie. So it is good to provide the ratio between 1.2 to 1.5. Also, light colors and different colors on a particular wall and the combination of the light and dark colors and the effect of the light can also improve the roominess. It is very important point, that is the square room always appears smaller than the rectangular room of the same area. Movable furniture is advisable in account of the flexible of the rooms. You can clearly see in this given example, that is the if this is the square room whose area is 4 meter by 4 meter and another room of same area that is a 16 meter square is divided to 4.7 by 3.4 meter. In first case, roominess ratio is 1, 4 divided by 4, and in other case, roominess ratio is achieved 1.4. Rectangular room is always preferred. Examples again 10 foot by 10 foot and other is 8 foot 3 inch by 12 foot. Area is both the conditions are approximately same. Then our fifth principle is the grouping. It can be defined as the arrangement of the various rooms to the coordinate functional rooms and the movement of the user. For example, kitchen and dining room should be adjacent and sanitary blocks should be the near to the bedroom. And also remember that the staircase should be approaches from the maximum rooms on the particular building or house. Again, in the case of grouping, suppose industrial area, hospital, schools, in this case, arrangements do in such a way that the sequence in the operations kept. For example, administration department should be centrally located and preferred on the ground floor. You can look this diagram and understand everything. Hall must be easily approaches to the toilet and guest rooms and also common room and dining. But dining is easily approachable to the kitchen and common room again easily approachable to the another bedrooms, and this another secondary bedrooms must be easily approachable to the toilet. This is the simple a good layout which is represent the principle of the grouping. Then another our important principle is that the circulation it is the just simply movement inside the building. In circulation is two types, horizontal and vertical. In this diagram I show that the horizontal circulation simply in horizontal circulation, suppose there is a building and you work on only one floor. You simply travel one room to the another room. For example, you travel bedroom to the kitchen and dining on the same floor, that is the horizontal circulation. And in vertical circulation there are different floors. For example, you can use the staircase escalator to travel one floor to the another floor. These are the two types of circulations, horizontal and verticals. Horizontal circulations can be provided by passage and need to be short, wide and well illustrated. As shown in this diagram, horizontal circulation. First case is very good, that is a desirable, but second case is a worst. In first case, you can simply enter indoor to the living room and easily accessible to the bedroom, kitchens, WC bath staircase easily. But in on the other hand, second case not desirable, not convenient, that is the enter and very difficult to travel on the different rooms. Hope you understand horizontal and vertical circulations. Then next, uh, in this diagram, vertical circulation is given between the floors. Next, our principle is that is the illusions. Illusions is a very important principles. Simply suppose you stand in front of any buildings and look towards that building. Whatever looks to your eyes, that is the illusions. Elegance, it is the effect produced by the elevation. In depth, upon the elevation is totally depends on the width and height of the building. Also, it is depends on the choice of material and color scheme. Elegance can be improved by increasing the plinth height. Generally, we kept 0.6 to 1 meter as a plinth height, but you can increase this plinth height and your building looks catchy. Again, you can providing arches. Planning of rooms at different heights is also good idea. Generally, we kept 3 meter floor to floor heights, but you can kept ground floor is a 4 meter and other floors is 3.2 meter or 3 meters. It will looks attractive. Using decorative building stones, decorative material, again combination of sloping roofs with flat roofs is also looking good. Various designs in the RCC landscaping, you can apply your logic and creativity to look your building pleasant, elegance, good appearance. Elegance can also be achieved by using proper cladding of material on the face of the building. And very important point, we must be remember that the beautification process of building is not to be costly. It is simply art. The next principle, that is the sanitation. Sanitation is related to hygiene is it includes provision of lights, ventilation, cleanliness, water supply and other amenities. It also contains the water supply. The minimum window area should be must kept 10%, that means 1/10 of the floor area, to allow maximum sunlight to enter in this room, which destroy the bacteria present in that room. The doors and window should be positioned in such a way that the air, that is the hot air, foul odor, are removed from this room and fresh air comes. This is achieved by providing ventilation near to the roof in addition to the window, and cross ventilation should be employed for proper circulation of the air. The sanitary units should be provided with the non-absorbent flooring material with the proper slopes, dado on the walls on the continuous water supply. These points is related to the bath or WC. We need to provide non-sleepy, non-absorbent tiles on that floor. In this page, I show that the first square indicates that is the one room. I placed the window in front of the other window. It is good to the circulation of airs. And again given example, suppose the room size is 4 meter by 5 meter, that means area is 20 meter square. We need to provide the window at least 10% of that area, means our window size should be greater than, or window door opening must be greater than the 2 meter square at least, to get proper ventilation and fresh air. Then our next principle is the orientations. Orientation, it means fixing the major axis of the building to achieve the maximum natural gifts. In India, there are in this building we design in such way that the building one side is the long wall and other side is a short wall. In our Indian condition, long wall should be provided towards the north and south sides, and short wall must be comes in east or west direction to reduce the area exposed on the sunlight. In hot climate, verandas, chajja and sun breaks should be provided to protect the building from the sun rays. Rooms occupied through the day should be placed on the north. Our last and important principle, that is the economy. Economy is very important principle. Without money nothing happen. So in any case, aspects and the circulation should not be disturbed in the case of economy. On the other hand, prospect can be sacrificed for that aspect. Simple building plan along with the minimum doors and window with the simple design will reduce the cost. The economy can be achieved by categorized by following the techniques, that is the construction management. Optimum policy should be framed to the functional utility, comfort and the cost of the structures. In any case, functional utility and structural stability of the construction should never be sacrificed. Economy can also be achieved by making maximum use of locally available material to suit the local environmental conditions and use of locally available labors. So these are the principles of the building planning. So guys, hope you like and share our video and help us to grow our channel. Thank you so much. Stay tuned. See you soon.